Hey guys, and welcome again to another video. Today we're going to speak about converting fractions to decimals the easy way. And guys, just before we start up, I would like to introduce ourselves. We are Teacherlookup.com, and one of our main aims is to spread education and knowledge throughout the world. So guys, if you want and feel that you want to help us, please donate to our cause. There's a donation button that you can see here, so please click and donate to us. We'll greatly appreciate it. Thanks guys. So coming back to our video on converting fractions to decimals the easy way. So, what are fractions? In fractions, the denominator represents how many equal parts there are in a whole, and the numerator represents the parts of the whole. So, denominator is the number. If we see the fraction sign, which we will, I'll later speak about which one's the denominator and which one's the numerator. Okay, so the fractions with denominators as 10, 100,000, etc. are called decimal fractions. So what are decimal numbers? When a number is expressed in decimal form, it is called a decimal number. In a decimal number, a decimal point separates the whole number from the fractional part of the number. Example 2.5, where 2 is the whole number and 5 represents the fractional part of the number. So did you know the fractions having 10 as a denominator are called tenths? Fractions having 100 as a denominator are called hundredths. Fractions and decimals that are different ways of writing the same number. While fractions are easier to read, decimals are easier to subtract, multiply, and divide. Here is a list of common fractions to decimal equivalent that are useful. So we can see half here, like I said guys. So the 1 in the half, so this is called the half. It's represented 1 over 2, where 1 is the numerator, 2 is the denominator, and 0.5 its decimal form. So 0.5 is written in fractions 1 over 2, and in decimals is written as 0.5. The next one is the quarter. Quarter is 25%, guys, which is 1 over 4 in fractions and 0.25 in decimals. Then there's 3/4, so that's 3 over 4, which is 0.75 in fraction. This is 75%, 3/4. 1 over 5, which is 20%, is 1 over 5 in fractions and 0.2 in decimals, and it's 1/10, like we covered before, is 0.1, and 1/10 is the fractional representation of the number. So understanding decimals, in the figure the shaded proportion can be represented by both fraction and decimal numbers. So guys, we can see it's the number. First we'll count the number of blocks. So it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and 1 is shaded in, which is 1/10, and that is 0.1 in decimals. So guys, how to convert fractions to decimals? Using division is one method. One method of converting fractions to decimal is by using division. In this method, you read the fractions as if it were a division problem. The numerator can be divided by the denominator. So 1 over 2, guys, can be stated 1 divided by 2. The answer is 0.5, which as we know is a half. And next is power of 10 denominator. So another way of to convert the fractions to decimal is by using the power of 10 denominators. Basically, any fractions with a denominator that is either 10, 100, 1,000, etc. can be easily converted into fraction. Step 1. Make denominator a power of 10. Step 2. Count the number of zeros in the denominator. Third step. Write the numerator of the fraction with the decimal point at the end. Move the decimal point to the left of the numerator by the number of spaces that are equal to the number of zeros in the denominator. And let's see one example. So consider 1 over 2. We can multiply both the numerator and denominator by 5 to make the denominator a power of 10. So if we multiply the numerator by 5 and the denominator by 5, it's 5 over 10. Step 2. There is 1 0 in the denominator. So we have to move. So that's where we counted. Now step 3 is take the numerator 5 with the decimal point at the end. Since the denominator has 1 0, move the decimal point 1 position to the left. So this is it, guys. So because it's 10, we move the point 1 space because of the 1 0, and that equals to 0.5. And guys, we've got some lovely worksheets for you to try, guys. Please practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect, and this will help you. And guys, if you have any questions, any issues, please come and comment on this page, and we'll try to help you. And please, 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 guys, if you have like I say, if you enjoyed this video and if you want to help us grow, please come and comment and donate, and this will greatly help us. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot for your time, and hope to see you again in our next video. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.